Agatha was asking me the other day, how do I store food for my baby? I've cooked for my baby, there's a little leftover, I want to give hours from now or tomorrow. How do I store this food so that it's safe for my baby? How do I warm it up? Agatha, this is for you. After you've cooked for your baby and you've prepared the food and it's all set for your baby and you have a little leftover and you want to give the day after, I usually recommend that keep this food not for very long, not more than 24 hours, so that it still maintains the freshness. I'm not a big fan of freezing food for babies. It's fine if you don't have the time and you want to cook a lot of food and freeze it in small portions for the baby. But a lot of nutrients is lost in the thawing and warming up period. So if you have the time, it's better to cook for your baby more often so that you don't have to freeze food. But if you've some leftover food and you want to store it, make sure that first of all you have very good storage containers that are airtight, that you're able to store the food for the baby, that you're able to keep the food away in a way that's not going to contaminate or be contaminated by anything else. Make sure that the food has cooled fast. So my food has been cooling and you can now have it set and ready to be kept in the fridge. When you do keep it in the fridge, make sure that you keep it towards the back. A lot of us tend to keep food at the door, but the door is the coolest place. It's the warmest place for the fridge. So we want it to make sure that it maintains coolness. This goes for anything for the baby, breast milk or any food, airtight container. And I'll move stuff around so that I keep it right at the back over there, which is the coolest place at the fridge. And then I will keep it cool. Keep the food for around 24 hours. That's good so that sometimes if you cooked for today, you can cook for today and tomorrow's meal and store it like that. We are going to warm up the food and see how do you warm up this food so that it is okay for the baby and it still maintains the freshness, but it is safe for the baby. So I've gotten the food from the fridge and wanna warm it for the baby. And you've kept it the way we've said at the back of the fridge. It's time to warm it. A lot of people ask me, can I warm it in the microwave? I'm not a very big fan of microwaves for warming baby's food. Number one, microwaves tend not to warm the food evenly. Remember, when food has stayed a bit, there's some bacteria action that starts to happen. And for a baby whose immunity is not so good, it's important to warm the food very well so that you can kill all bacteria that could be there. And microwaves tend not to warm food evenly, and so there's a chance that this bacteria can affect your baby. The second thing is that, oh my God, I found some babies getting really bad scalding or burns on the mouth because again the food is not warmed evenly, and so you might find that the baby can get a hot spot that might burn them. So I am more of a fan of warming the food in, in a pan, and so we'll warm baby's food. And we want to warm it to piping hot because like this food has some fish in it, and because it has some fish in it, it needs to warm really well, just to make sure that there's no bacteria left that may affect baby. And so I'm going to just put my food onto my pot. Okay. And since food that has stayed tends to be a bit dry, I have some stock that had remained from some food that I boiled earlier. And so I'm just going to just add it in there so that it boils really well. And I'll allow it to kind of really warm properly, so that now by the time baby's eating the food, it's warmed properly, and anything that would have affected the food's quality is gone. So we warm the food to piping hot, especially if it has any meats in it, or any of the proteins that we usually give our babies. Warm it properly. Helps to ensure that baby is okay and baby's food is safe for them to take. So you'll just warm it properly And then once it's warmed properly and boiled, I'll take it and I will come and serve it onto my plate and then allow it to cool. And yeah, and it's okay for our baby to eat. So warm the baby's food properly in a pot so that it's piping hot. It becomes really hot and kills any bacteria that would have been left, and that ensures that any food you're giving to your baby is safe to eat. I am here for you. So if you've got any question, any query, any challenge, anything that you're going through and you just need another voice to take you through it, get in touch with me. You can DM me, you can write me a text, you can, WhatsApp me. But you know what? Better yet, take a video, a short video, WhatsApp it to me, and the next show might just be about you.